bread and wine, fruit and trees, lay my head upon your knees at West 123. Rise when the sun hits the far wall and walk to the end of the day. Carry on between us, wandering. Inspiration from the page, now translated for the stage. It don't matter what your age is, all the rages, right here at the Bushwick Book Club.
Hello, good evening. Oh, thank you. Welcome to the Bushwick Book Club Seattle's performance of original music inspired by Luis Alberto Urrea's The Devil's Highway, a true story. My name's... Yeah, okay. Wireless technology. My name's Wes Weddell. I'm the Associate Director of Bushwick Northwest, a 501c3 dedicated to delivering literature, music, and songwriting to the Seattle community while building the next generation of musicians and readers. I am a 6-ish foot tall white guy wearing my band books season t-shirt and still sporting my pandemic facial hair 5 years later. I decided to keep it. The Bushwick Book Club Seattle acknowledges that our organization is headquartered and our events take place on the traditional and unceded lands of the Coast Salish people, including the first people of Seattle, the Duwamish. We invite our audiences to learn more about whose land they occupy and experience and suggest native-land.ca as a starting place. Who's been to a Bushwick show before? All right, you know this next part. What's going to happen is you are going to hear 9 brand new songs, one at a time, from tonight's performers, all inspired by the experience, their own experience of reading The Devil's Highway, which was a Pulitzer Prize finalist in, I believe, 2003. Who's read it? All right. I won't say who enjoyed it, but I'll say who appreciated it. Yeah. We're live streaming as well. Thank you so much, those of you who are joining us either from home or from some place where you have a connection to wherever you can get us. If you're posting about this evening, feel free to use the hashtag Bushwick Book Club, tag away. Our show will happen in 2 acts with an intermission. After intermission, there will be a quiz. Audience, you are invited to enter the quiz. You do not have to have read the book to participate. In fact, it won't help. Tonight, you will hear brand new songs from the Go Janes, Mark Ippolito, Carl Christensen, Naomi Adele Smith, Aline Wes, Where's Beth, Chris Poage, Karen Laura Peters, and Vince Martinez. Can we give them a hand? We also want to send well wishes to one additional performer who was slated to be on the bill, who woke up not feeling well enough to come out into public. So get well soon. It's rough out there. This is a heavy book. A lot of that is happening during our banned book season. We stand by the choice. It is an important time to do that. But it's hard to it's hard to know how to balance the joy and connection that we want from gatherings like this and from hearing original music from those of us in our community, and feel like we're honoring the tragedy that really happened and the things that are very much still part of our world that are reflected in this book that is over 20 years old now at this point. I'm gonna do my best as host to hang out on both sides of that. If I end up out of my lane, don't hesitate to let me know. I'm glad to have read this book. I am excited to hear songs inspired by this book. I am glad to be in a room with you all or sharing myself digitally with you wherever you are joining. And also, this is a lot. And I'm not, I mean, when I was prepping my notes for tonight, I wasn't quite sure what to do with all of that. So thanks for letting me be uncertain in front of you. What I do want to do is I want to read their names. Chapter 11 in the book is called simply Their Names, and I want to read them at the top here before we get to the music. Jose de Jesus Rodriguez, Enrique Landeros Garcia, Reno Bartolo Hernandez, Lorenzo Ortiz Hernandez, Raimundo Barreda Maruri Sr., Raimundo Barreda Maruri Jr., Nahum Landa Ortiz, Jose Antonio Bautista, Edgar Adrian Martinez, Mario Castillo, Claudio Marin, Heriberto Tapia, Javier Santillan, Rafael Temich Gonzalez, Julian Ambrose Malaga, Isidro Mario Efrain Gonzalez Manzano, Javier Garcia. Our first musical performers tonight are the Go Janes. Come on up. Decades of dedication to the creative life brought the three women of the Go Janes together. Their work explores the long view of life with grace, humor, and sometimes a bare-naked stare at reality, as in the song they will offer tonight. Hi. The Go Janes often collaborate with storyteller Aunt Mama of KBCS FM, a big supporter of Bushwick artists, by the way, weaving story and song into a cohesive and compelling whole. Fun fact, the Go Janes regard Bushwick Book Club as one of their best prompters and always include Bushwick songs in their sets. Oh. The Go Janes have joined us in the past for original music inspired by White Teeth, The Fixed Stars, The Count of Monte Cristo. Please welcome the Go Janes.
Thank you, Wes, and thank you, Bushwick, for having us back. We're so happy tonight to... How we doing? Check, check. Hearing that there? All right, we're so happy tonight to be joined by Shelley Marquis on bass. Give it up for Shelley. To my right is Arnie Adler. To my left here is Patrice O'Neill. I'm Kathleen Tracy. So, wow, Wes really touched on how powerful this story is and devastating. And when, we came together to write a song based on it, it was, where were the, we were kind of speechless, honestly. And briefly the thought occurred to us, wow, maybe Bushwick finally stumped us. But we just hung out with it, and there was something so corporal about the book, the physicality of being in the desert and the rigors of that environment and how punishing and how eloquently it was written about. And part of just sort of meditating on that, it just occurred to, the thought floated up, what if this song was written from the perspective of a scorpion living in the desert? And once that thought floated up, the songs gradually started to step into the room. So this is the song we came up with. live in hell. I wait until the night is black and sift my way from underground to cross the devil's highway track. Cartel gets you in the morning, cozy up like they're your friend. Coyote gets you in the afternoon, I get you in the end. I slip inside this empty shoe, skitter across these sun-baked bones, slink past a photograph of you, smell the remains of your last moan. Cartel gets you in the morning, sorry, cozy up like they're your friend. Coyote gets you in the afternoon, I get you in the end. There's so much left behind for me, so many places left to hide. I thank the devil for the feast, here in the dust of hope denied. I know how to live in hell. I wait until the night is black, and there's no place I'd rather be than on the devil's highway track. Cartel gets you in the morning, time to feed the beast again. Coyote gets you in the afternoon, I get you in the end. 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 There's so much left behind for me.
The Go Janes. Patrice O'Neill, Kathleen Tracy, Arnie Adler, joined by Shelley on bass tonight. Oh, I'm gonna go over here. Let that sort itself out. I should have given a little more context in my intro for those of you who didn't read the book, which we allow from audience members but not musicians. And that the Devil's Highway is a true story and a really remarkable telling of a real event that happened in May of 2001 when a group of 26 individuals crossed the border from the Mexican state of Sonora into Arizona and attempted to walk somewhere. Their guides weren't very helpful in that regard, and 14 died, and it was a real. I don't have the words. That amount of death was something the American media certainly wasn't ready to reckon with at the time. Anyway, those are the names. That's a little bit of the story. It's an incredible book. And we have an incredible song coming up, I'm sure. Look at that segue. Mark Ippolito draws influences from folk, pop, blues, and jazz. His debut album, New Moon, garnered favorable reviews and features performances from some of Seattle's most respected players. Following tonight's performance, like immediately or like tomorrow? How soon? Mark is releasing his Devil's Highway song tomorrow morning as a new single available on all streaming platforms. Fun fact, the guitar Mark is performing with tonight is one he purchased exactly 50 years ago with money he earned as a high school student working summers delivering and installing washing machines and dryers to laundromats throughout the great state of New Jersey. He has joined us in the past for original music inspired by I Sing the Salmon Home, Mark Ippolito.
Ourselves. And please welcome to the stage Bill Jones. Bill's going to join me on trumpet, and I want to really thank Bill for going on me with this journey. I contacted him a couple months ago after reading the book and came up with a concept for the song, and he leapt right in with both feet, and we had never met each other before, but so he's a big part of the collaboration tonight. So I am a middle-aged white male, black, dark hair, glasses, 5'10", and yeah, I'm holding a 1975 Les Paul, and so...
yeah, same.
Yeah, just you know, Wes's opening comments, I'm really glad he read through the names of those souls that we lost, and it's a challenging book. I was talking earlier, you know, the thing that, you know, like life itself, right? In the final analysis, it's really about two things. It's about love, and it's about suffering. And, you know, in our world, we have copious amounts of both. You know, when I look in this room tonight, I see love. I see all these beautiful people who came out to support us as artists, who hope we will come away inspired. But there's no denying the sorrow, right? That is in our lives, that is in our world. And so for me, when I read this book several times, because it had a profound impact on me, I had to keep going back over it. But the part of the book that resonated the most was, as Wes called out, you know, the personal stories, the personal motivation for these folks to risk their lives in pursuit of things that, you know, many of us take for granted. Not all of us, but many of us take for granted. And so that's really what I wanted to focus on. So the song is called Where Will I Sleep Tonight? And it's in tribute, really, it's a tribute song to those that we lost. And tonight I'd actually like to dedicate this performance to a friend that I lost recently. His name is Jeff Young, dear friend of mine, and may he rest in peace. Where will I sleep tonight? Ready, Bill? 1, 2. Where will I sleep tonight? Where will I sleep tonight? When I'm over the border, I'll think of you. sleep tonight. Where will you be tonight? Take our baby in your arms and hold her tight. Stand by the window, turn on the light. That's where I'll be tonight. How did I get here? How far have I fallen behind? Why did I leave her? Do I have what it takes to survive? Oh, where will I sleep tonight? How much longer can I keep one man's dream alive? How much stronger can I keep the night will survive? Oh, will I see you tonight? I'm coming home. I'm coming home. I'm coming home.
Mark Ippolito. Bill Jones. You can catch Mark again on May 17th at Tim's Tavern. It's part of a show with the Real Songs Collective, REEL. That is a group that writes original music inspired by films. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, if you like this, you might like that. Mark's there. If you're thinking to yourself, that sounds cool, but I don't know if I'm going to remember that after a whole bunch more songs come my way. We keep a digital program for every show with links to all of the artists. So you can look them up. You can follow them. You can find out how to support them. You can stream their songs and make them 3/10 of a penny, or you can buy their merch and buy them half a dinner. Tonight's program lives at bit.ly/devil-pgm program. There's a QR code behind me. Might be difficult to scan because Carl's head is right in the middle of it. Yeah. But and hopefully that link is showing up in the chat for you at home listeners. And that's a great segue to welcome our first timer of the evening. Carl Christensen is a storyteller, combining Springsteen's man of the people attitude with John Prine's wit and charm. Both of them?
I try.
Wit and buddy. Christensen weaves nuanced narratives you can hang your heart on, but will still make you chuckle. Give a first-timer's welcome, please, to Carl Christensen.
Thank you very much, Wes. Dang, when I wrote that artist bio for myself, I did not know I was going to set such a high bar for myself. I thought you were going to read that after I played or something like that. So my name's Carl, and I am 6'3", and I have a big beard, and I'm wearing a shirt that says I'm with the band, but it's banned as in like banned books, and then all the books are different books that have been banned recently. It's a little censorship pun for you guys. People love the censorship puns. So in the book, The Devil's Highway, the group is led by what is called a coyote, which is a member of the cartel whose job it is to walk people across the border, and normally they walk them across the border and then they come back and walk more people across the border. It's just that's just their day gig is getting people from point A to point B. And the coyote in question for this group was only 19 years old when they departed, and I was once a 19-year-old boy myself, and like when you're 19, like the coolest thing you can do is crimes. Like that's like that. There's something about the brain of a 19-year-old that's just like crimes are awesome. And then if you figure out a way to make money doing crimes, those are two of the coolest things that you want to do when you're a teenager. So I found his character to be a sympathetic one. Not because I think he behaves commendably, but because I can see how easily someone could get in over their head like that. This song doesn't have a name yet. My name is Jesus, and I'm a coyote. You want to see the promised land, just follow me. But now there's 14 people dead out in that dry heat. Now there's 14 people dead out in that dry heat. There was so little left, they ID'd them by their teeth. There's 14 people dead, and they're placing them at my feet. I was just coming of age, I was trying to cut my teeth. I provide my baby with life's finer things. I got in over my head, I was only just 19. Now the sun is beating down and there's a fire in your skin. The crime we commit makes us pay for our sin. 12 wandering disciples with a new life to begin. So you wake up in the morning to try and beat the heat. You start moving north and they follow your lead. It's not a dream job, but hey, money don't grow on trees. The clients always bitch, that's just part of the gig. It's just walking north, how hard could it be? But if you just don't left behind, man, then they'd really see. Now your eyes can barely blink and your mouth is dry as sand. The water's all run out and you can't see the promised land. never let them see you falter. They can't question your command. Shut up, keep walking, we're almost there. You gotta be a man, you can't let them know you're scared. If you fall behind, get left behind, man, life was never fair. Now the sunlight's on your back like 1,000-ton weight. There are planes up in the sky, but they're too far away. It sinks in with the sunset, you're not going to be saved. Your head is splitting open, there's a pounding in your brain. Your mouth is so dry that your tongue can't even bend. The lucky ones might be the ones who are already dead. Now your mind starts to slip and the angels start to scream. The head has a sound like a death machine. Your lover stands before you, you're hallucinating. My name is Jesus, and I'm a coyote. You want to see the promised land, just follow me. But there's 14 people dead, and they're placing them at my feet.
Thank you very much. Carl Christensen, welcome to the club. Carl has a full band show at Connor Byrne on May 15th and a new album coming in August. Yeah. And up next is Naomi Adele Smith, and I'm right in the way. Naomi Adele Smith plays synthesizers for local rock bands Rat Queen and Johnny Unicorn and is the associate director of the Seattle Jewish Chorale. They also act as game master at Locurio, an enchanting escape room venue in the heart of Fremont. Fun fact, Naomi has hula hooped in 35 states. Naomi has joined us in the past for original music inspired by Anne of Green Gables and Glory. Please welcome Naomi Adele Smith.
Bushwick. I always feel very honored to be part of one of these shows. Everyone's been very eloquent about the starkness of this story, and it's hard. It's one of those books where you start and you already know the ending. You know, there's no surprises, and it feels hopeless because it happened in 2001. And there's nothing we can do about it now for those people. I can only exist in this world if I believe that hope cannot die. So I wanted to remember the hopes of everyone and try and carry them in my heart since they can't carry them anymore. So that's kind of what I was going for with this song. I want to thank Johnny Unicorn for accompanying me on bass and vocals, so I'm not up here holding all these hopes by myself. And this happened in 2001. It was, Yuma, the Yuma 14. We're up in Seattle. You think we're pretty far away from all this border stuff, but there are great ways to get involved and connected to helping people in similar states, in similar positions. There's a terrible detention center in Tacoma, Northwest Detention Center. It's like a prison cage for people that the government deems unworthy. And if you follow La Resistencia Northwest NW on Facebook or Instagram or whatever, they're really on top of border support and like getting, helping the people there. So just FYI if you're interested in following up on any of that. Anyway, this song is called $1,800. One fact that you might want to know if you didn't read the book is that the coyote who led all these people had a funny haircut. And so they actually called him a rooster because his hair looked a bit like mine, by the way. I have a half-shaved head. I'm wearing a black KN95, so is John. We're wearing all black because we both came from work. And I'm sitting at someone else's red keyboard. Oh, is the bass working? Cool.
Drowned in tears. $1,800 for the hope of a better life. 13,000 pesos. Hug your babies, kiss your wife. Hear the roosters lie. Walk until you die. You're already falling. Why not try to fly? Mario's family needs a home. He walks for his wife and children. He's dreaming of a bodega. The kids sell candy and lottery tickets, and Irma's making tortas for the lunch crowd. School supplies, new clothes, roof, cement walls. 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 Julian will fix up his mom's place. Wife's expecting her first. Reno and Augustina adopted, love in their hearts fit to burst. $1,800 for the hope of a better life. 13,000 pesos. Hug your babies, kiss your wife. Hear the roosters lie. Walk until you die. You're already falling. Why not try to fly? Rooster bound, Maria tattoo, green shirt and socks, gray comic books, 8 liters of water, furniture for his wife. Raimundo Jr. walks with his dad and vows to pick fruit by his side. Thank you.
Naomi Adele Smith. We have one more song before intermission and then a bunch more songs after intermission. And I want, before that song, I want to bring up Bushwick's social media manager and also essential piece of our production team and the owner of that shiny red keyboard that Naomi was commenting on, Emily Persia.
Thank you, Wes. How's everyone doing? This is usually where I come up and I say, "Are you having a good time tonight?" But that doesn't really feel like the fitting way to talk about this evening. Instead, I want to say, are you feeling the community and the appreciation that I feel about having a space where we can talk about these really challenging parts of our history and parts of our reality in this country, and in such a beautiful and profound and thoughtful way. And if you, like me, are appreciating that we have this space, I want to encourage you, if you are not already, to become a member of the Bushwick Book Club to help sustain this organization, that that we're able to continue having these evenings and celebrating art and celebrating these important pieces of literature. So if that's something that you think you'd be interested in, come talk to us at intermission, and we've got QR codes and things you can scan to learn more about becoming a member. I also want to bring your attention to this beautiful poster. Barbie Statman is our graphic designer, and she just does a phenomenal job creating original artwork for all of our shows. Jeff, do you want to throw up her art on? Yeah. Or do we have the whole season? Do we have the slide where it has, there we go. So every show, we take the poster that goes along with that show, and every musician and songwriter that you are seeing tonight has signed this poster. And so we have a silent auction going on, and at intermission you can put a bid down to take home this beautiful poster to remember and commemorate this evening. So if that's something you're interested in, please come on back at intermission and put your name down. We had an interesting incident last show. I didn't know I'd have to do this, but to remind everyone how a silent auction works, that when you're putting your bid down, it should probably be more than the bid that came before you, and not less. Although we do appreciate every little bit that you want to contribute. There you go. That's how a silent auction works. You'll only win. You only get to take it home if you have the highest bid. Thank you all so much for being here. Please enjoy the rest of the show, and I'll chat with you at intermission. Thank you.
But before intermission, thank you, Emily. Yeah, the silent auction numbers going down was a new one for us last month. And that was a members-only show, too. So anyway, this is why live performance is fun. Before we have that intermission, let's hear a song from Aline and Wes. Aline Vita and Wes Spate form a dynamic duo known for heartfelt performances and soulful compositions. With powerful vocals and skilled instrumental chops, they expertly blend soul, rock, and blues elements, creating music that resonates deeply. Their passion for storytelling through song is evident in every note, captivating listeners with melody and emotions. Fun fact, Aline likes to go horseback riding. Aline and Wes.
My name is Aline Veda. There's this rapper named Logic who's biracial. So he has a song, he was just joking, I got that light skin face, I got that bright skin face, biracial. So I'm caramel color complexion. And, I think I'm trying to make humor because this is such a heavy book to read. It's so indicative of our times. I find it was difficult to get through. It was extremely heavy because these things are happening now. And we were inspired to write about, their journey. Every day that we get up in the morning is a journey, to fight the good fight, so to speak. So we'd like to read the lyrics to you of the song. Got a long ways to go. Is the journey worth it? To get back home, I'm in the present. How bad can it be on this highway? Obstacles in my view. Going back home. Danger awaits while we tread in the midst of the warm rain, healed by the light. Going back home from Desolation Road, where I don't have to hide from Desolation Road. My soul is worn, I'm unknown, no one knows my name, but I am to blame. Going back home from Desolation Road, where I don't have to hide from Desolation Road.
Got a long ways to go. Is the journey worth it to get back home? I'm in the present. How bad can it be on this highway? Obstacles in my view. Going back home. Danger awaits while we tread in the midst of the warm rain. Killed by the light. Going back home. Desolation Road. Desolation Road, where I don't have to hide on Desolation Road.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Aline and Wes. Aline Vita, Wes Spate. We're going to take a short intermission. You can go say hi to Jason at the bar. You can fill out a quiz slip and enter the quiz. That's coming up right after the break. At home, viewers, enjoy your own fridge. We'll see you shortly.
Burn, books, burn your iPad instead. Throw some Kindles on the fire till it's all just twisted melting wire. Don't burn, books, burn your iPad instead. Throw some Kindles on the fire till it's all just twisted melting wire. It's not uncommon to catch myself having stared at my laptop all day long, and I think, why don't I read a book or go outside? Burn your iPad instead. Throw some Kindles on the fire till it's all just twisted melting wire. Don't burn books, burn your iPhone instead. Crush your Android with some pliers till it's all just twisted mangled wire. checking my email or even my Facebook page. I'd rather write an old-fashioned letter or maybe just go out and play. So don't burn books, burn your iPad instead. Throw some Kindles on the fire till it's all just twisted melting wire. Don't burn books, smash your laptop instead. You can't punch me in the Facebook when I'm outside riding bikes instead. Don't burn books, burn your iPhone instead. Crush your Android with some wires till it's all just twisted mangled wire. Turn it off. Till it's all just twisted melting wire.
Are they just being coy? Do they really mean what they say? Is this a test? If it is, I'll do my very best, 'cause that's how I operate. How do you pick an animal costume when you don't know how it's gonna play? How do you choose when the world is your oyster? How to be bold but not scare them away? How do you choose a suit that'll suit you to set yourself up for success? Lots to consider, and I'm betting to allow for heavy petting, I'll need something with easy access. A lion might be kinda boring, and a bunny might be too passé. So, animal not important, I just gotta ask you, do you really mean what you say? It's quite intriguing. I wonder where we'll meet. Will the weather call for rain that day? Probably. Will we do it out of doors? I think just to make sure I'm gonna layer on the Scotchgard spray. What do they really want? Will it be catcalls or primal grunts? If I'm a bull, will they be counting on me to do the mountain? But what if I wanna be in front? Would we do it out in the open or conveniently tucked away? So Fuzzy does it. I just gotta ask you, do you really mean what you say? It's driving me crazy. Maybe a cow, maybe a rat, wonder what you'd think of that. Or a penguin or a gull, now those all sound rather dull. A beaver with the fever for a public dirty deed, or a little turkey jerky might be what you really need. Are a porcupine's quills the kind of pricks that give you thrills? If I show up as a camel, how many humps can you handle? If I go as a flamingo, we could speak some cunning lingo. Your ad didn't say boy or girl. If you have nuts, I'll be a squirrel. Should I practice my wolven howl or focus on my donkey bray? So animal not important, I just gotta ask you, do you really mean what you say? Don't overthink this. If I play chicken, we'll be cursed to argue over who came first. Perhaps a horny toad would help reduce your load, or I could find a suit in buckskin. And there's always Teddy Ruxpin for an entendre that's not wussy. I could show up as a cat. Is a gorilla like, oh my god, so vanilla? Would you prefer the style of the dog? An emu or a dodo, definitely not the Geico gecko. I'll lure you back to my pad as a frog. I could hang out like a horse. You'd show me yours first, though, of course. If we're being on the ball, a peacock really isn't small. If I'm really in a jam, I could be a bearded clam. Oh, there's too many options, hot damn. A panda might get kind of bulky, and a unicorn's a tad cliche. I mean, don't you think? So animal not important. I just gotta ask, do you really mean what you say? How about a Wookiee? Do you really mean what you say? Let's get some nookie. Do you really mean what you say?
Lorraine, she don't love cowboys. I try my very best for your love and tenderness. You just left my heart wild mess. Lorraine, you have had many men share your abode, hotel that you call home. I was just a fool, the story goes. Foolish cowboy fell in love. For Lorraine, it's not enough, not enough. Lorraine, headed for California. The cool ocean breeze, the tall green trees. Texas never held your beauty long. Lorraine, if you should leave, I'll burn down this hotel, the piano and the village well. Texas can burn in hell if you should go. Foolish cowboy fell in love. For Lorraine, it's not enough, not enough. Come winter time, we'll drown our sorrows with whiskey by the fire. I'm still overcome with a desire to love Lorraine, but it's all in vain, 'cause she don't love cowboys. Yeah, she don't love cowboys. Yeah, she don't love cowboys.
Dutch girls are pretty, Dutch girls are beautiful, Dutch girls are skinny, drape themselves in wonderful clothes that look expensive, clothes that look like nothing I've ever seen. And Dutch girls are funny, but only when they wanna be. Dutch girls are cagey, won't be who you want them to be. They'll drive you crazy, or they'll make you wonder just who you are and what you're doing with a Dutch girl. Oh, I wanna be a Dutch girl, but I won't make you wait, I won't make you wonder, I will make you breakfast and I won't drag you under, I will make you happy, I will make you crazy, I will take you tonight, I won't you be my baby tonight, just for a night. And Dutch girls are pretty, oh, aren't they beautiful? Speak a million languages, not the one that you know. And I will speak your language, I will speak it slowly. I will make you understand where I'm going. And I will make you wait, I will make you wonder, I will make you breakfast and I won't drag you under. I will make you happy, I will make you crazy, I will make you split it. Oh, won't you be my baby tonight, just for tonight. Well, I wish I was a Dutch girl, Dutch girl, Dutch girl, Dutch girl. I'm a Dutch girl, Dutch girl. Wish I was a Dutch girl.
That's it, you're the one that asked for war. So I'm dead bolting the door. You ain't my man no more. So sorry, my hand's heavy with a silver knife. Come close, you're gonna taste its bite. This'll be the last drunken night. You hurt me, you don't know how long I have tried. I sacrifice my sense of pride for you. Just look at what that choice has led me to. And now the truth is shining through. I'm sorry, baby, you don't get to give me back. I'm ready to open my eyes to the cold, hard truth in my face. You hit my limits on how much abuse this woman's willing to take. You hear me, coy smile, and I bit my tongue. Every time they told me what you done, I stood by, didn't cut and run. But now, boy, you're guilty, so don't you dare come after me, unless you plan to leave crawling. High time you spend some time on your knees, dragging your own baggage. You don't know how long I have tried. I sacrifice my sense of pride for you. And just look at what that choice has led me to. Now the truth is shining through. I'm sorry, baby, you don't get to give me back. I'm ready to open my eyes to the cold, hard truth in my face. You hit my limits on how much abuse this woman's willing to take. in my eyes to the cold hard truth in my face. You hit my limit on how much abuse this woman's willing to take.
Oh, the tide was out, the love was in the air that night. As our story begins, a bittersweet tale of heartache and woe. I sing it where'er I go. The turtle walked slowly, as turtles will do, and he said to himself, I got nothing to lose. I've traveled this ocean, the whole world around. It's time that I settled down. Trumpets may roar, lions may too, and nary a soul would get them confused. The bagpipe.
Inspiration from the page, now translated for the stage. It don't matter what your age is, all the ages, right here at the Bushwick Book Club. Inspiration from the page, now translated.
Every show since March of 2012, we've done a quiz after intermission. This whole thing started in October of 2010. This is season 15, our band book season. Yep, so that was early on we started doing this. How about a hand for Drea Marilyn, our program manager? Stagehand tonight, keeping it all together. Here's how this works. We'll pick 3 names out of the official Bushwick spittoon. If your name is one of them and you got the question right, then you can come on up. Drea will give you further instructions about how to write your name for our high-tech scoring system, and we will proceed from there. So we're all on the same page. I will read the question to everyone here. Which of these U.S. states is home to a portion of the Sonoran Desert? A, Alaska. B, New Hampshire. C, Arizona. D, Louisiana. Yeah, C, that's correct. Very good. That was the most tentative answer I've heard to one of these in more than a dozen years of doing it. But someone always gets it wrong. Or last month, one of our show volunteers reported to me that they saw somebody cheat. They didn't know the answer. And so they pulled somebody else's out of the spittoon, looked at it, circled the same thing, and put it back. I cannot tell you. Yeah, right?
That's one way to do it.
Yeah, I do not know if that's the same person who bid us down on the silent auction. There's no way to know that. All right, here we go. If I call your name, come on up and await further instruction. Travis Palmer. Alrighty. Kimberly. You sounded thrilled to be picked. All right. Allison. All right. This is the part where the anticipation builds. Okay. All right, every one of our Bushwick quizzes takes the form of Category A or Category B. You do not have to have read the book. In fact, it will not help you. So in the order you will pick, we will go Travis, Kimberly, Allison. You will step up to this microphone. You will say your answer with the confidence of a mediocre white man, whether you feel it or not. And first 1 to 3 will win. We'll play till everybody gets there. Tonight, you are playing for third prize. Gets a coaster. Read, sing, repeat. Second prize gets a coaster and a beer koozie, or tonight, a Diet Coke koozie. Hugo House, we hope you get your insurance sorted out soon. First place gets a coaster, a koozie, and a tote bag, because we are an arts nonprofit in Seattle, after all. It almost is a condition of the license. And everyone also gets one book off the bookshelf. Please don't take the typewriter. This is our third show trying out the bookshelf here at Hugo House. And this was arranged and conceived design-wise by a show volunteer, Mike Vadova. And at the end of the show, members, anybody who is a Bushwick member can come take a book as well. We did that 2 months ago, and we were like, we like it. We're going to keep it. So, very good. If after all of these prizes, you're like, you know what? I have enough coasters and koozies. Executive Director Jeff Larson has been trying very hard to get rid of certain types of shirts, so you could ask him about a shirt, and he might accommodate you. He might. All right, tonight's topic is, with our Devil's Highway tie-in, demon or fictional tech company. Yep, I'm going to give you a name, and you tell me if the name is somebody's theological demon or a fictional tech company. It's funny when you're wrong. Come on up, Travis. All right, Amy.
Fictional tech company.
Incorrect. Amy is a goetic demon in the Lesser Key of Solomon.
Okay.
Kimberly. Sure.
Down.
Love it. Tony. I love it when people look back there because there's nothing to help you. I found royalty-free clip art.
Demon.
That's correct. Oh, wait, no, it's not. You said demon. Sorry, no. Amy was a demon. Tony is a Sony analog from the Gekon Shouru Nozaki-kun anime. I'm so sorry to get your hopes up like that. Allison, come on up here. Lempo.
Fictional tech company.
Incorrect. Is a Finnish demon, a sort of fiend, the god of love and fertility, whose reputation worsened after Christianity came to Finland. All right. New beginning. Here we are.
All right.
Queagle.
Demon.
No. Google analog from the new game. All right. Gaogre. Gaogre. Gaogre, like you misspelled George.
Demon.
Nope. It's another Google analog from episode 7 of I Have a Crush at Work. All right. Yeah. I got nothing but time. I got plenty of these. It's good. Orcus.
Demon.
That's correct.
Wow!
On the board is an underworld god, Roman, later Christian. Okay. Conan.
Demon.
No. It's a camera manufacturer from Naurin Anime, clearly a knockoff of Canon. Okay. Phoenix. Phenex. Phenex. Phenex.
Fictional tech company.
No. Christian demon who was a great Marquis of Hell with 20 legions of demons under his command. Also an excellent poet. Wendigo.
Demon.
That's correct. It's a half-beast from Algonquin lore. Half-beast creature eating human flesh puts you at particular risk of encountering Wendigo.
Maybe something like Hercules or, well, not a demon.
If it's on my sheet, I'll take a look. Wait, Hercules was a demon? Yeah, okay. Pelicit.
Fictional tech company.
Nope. It's an Indonesian, Malaysian demon, generally a cricket, occasionally a grasshopper. Dakara.
Fictional demon tech.
A fictional demon tech company. I like
Fictional
it.
tech company.
That's correct. Yeah, you might recall Dakara Systems from Terminator, the Sarah Connor Chronicles. Allison, you could win it here without Travis even scoring a point. Chort. Chort.
Okay.
Yeah, focus.
Fictional tech company.
Nope. It's a Slavic anthropomorphic malign spirit.
Can you say it one more time?
Chort. Chessluck.
Demon.
No.
I was going to say demon until I'm right.
Chessluck. Others have taken this strategy before. Chessluck Industries is from the Perfect Dark video game franchise. Okay. Ninurta.
Could you give that again?
Ninurta. You want it in a sentence? Ninurta is either a demon or a fictional tech company.
Fictional tech company.
Nope. Sumerian Akkadian demon. Mazoku.
Demon.
That's correct. Congratulations, Allison. It's just a general term for a certain type of Japanese demon, by the way. All right. Feel free to start looking at the bookshelf if you want. Let's go. We're going to keep going.
All right.
Yeah, Travis, let's get you on the board. Okay.
Demon.
Leonard.
Demon.
That's correct. It's a three-horned goat. That's what Leonard is. Orias.
Demon.
Correct. Ekjek.
Demon.
No. It's an electronics company operating on an alien planet under the authority of the central cause in the book Pets, Box Story. Strack.
Demon.
No. It's an appliance company from Go Go Mobile Boy. How's the shelf? Good. Vine.
Demon.
Correct. Corson.
Demon.
Yeah. Congratulations. To the shelf with you, if you want. Okay, Travis.
All right. We almost there?
Yeah, Doofenshmirtz.
A demon.
Incorrect.
Okay.
Doofenshmirtz Evil Incorporated is from Phineas and Ferb.
Okay.
Zagan.
Demon.
Yes!
Yeah.
Very good. Zagan was a great king and president of hell. Thank you for playing the Bushwick quiz. Feel free to look at the shelf here while I switch. Oh, yeah. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy? There's some winners on there. Oh, we don't get to know. Oh, Count of Monte Cristo. A little light reading there. All right. As if you look real hard, there's my copy of The Horse That Played Center Field. It's not a complicated read. All right, thank you again for playing the Bushwick quiz. We get a hand for our contestants, Travis, Kimberly, and Allison. Another hand for Drea Marilyn as well. I will follow up with your coasters, koozies, and tote bag. All right, coming up next, we have another first timer. Where's Beth? But no question mark. Just, where's Beth? It's a statement. Where's Beth? Is endlessly fascinated with both the magical and the mundane, drawing on her work as a poet and professional ghostwriter. Ooh. She has been called a master at storytelling whose songs are poetic and playful and grounded in experience. Where's Beth has released 2 albums and now records from home in Seattle. Let's give a warm first-timer welcome to Where's Beth.
Hello. That was really fun. There are so many demons in the world, and I'm surprisingly happy about it. Okay, back to the Devil's Highway. What Naomi said about there being no surprises really struck me as true for a lot of the book, except there was one thing that surprised me, which is how compassionately Urrea portrayed the Border Patrol. And he talked about that in his afterword. And the acknowledgments, and he acknowledged the fact that people are like, I'm surprised you were so compassionate towards the Border Patrol, in addition to being really clear about what they did and naming all the atrocities. They also became this really dynamic and interesting character, kind of collectively and individually in the book, and I thought that was really cool. What I do for work involves interviewing people and telling their stories, so reading the acknowledgments and him talking about the experience of having his perspective about them changed it was really moving to me. So when I was writing the song, I decided to focus on something that would bring up my own personal emotions, and so I thought about, there was only one time when thinking about smearing someone's reputation with writing came to mind, and I never did it, but I really wanted to, and I daydreamed about it, and I thought about that person as I wrote this song and putting myself in the same position that Urrea was in, where he was riding in the back of their truck in this desert that, as Urrea said, everyone is an illegal alien in because it can kill us all. That shared vulnerability was really beautiful to me. I also wrote down the quote that this song was inspired by, so I'll read it. He said he went into the field work planning to job them, and then said, but sometimes grace itself comes in. Sometimes, even though they know that you can hurt them, even though they know you can misrepresent them, and they suspect you probably will, something moves the people you're writing about, and they open their hearts to you. No title. Cloud in the sky. Spitting and making mud watching for a surprise. Harsh and faithful son, will you speak? What do you know about love? Will you teach me? Teach me. Is this the idea? Someone to blame? Carving the face of a stranger. There is another world inside ours. Angel teaching the bird to guide us. Us. Do I have to say it first? What I want to hear? Echo from lover to enemy. Are you feeling afraid of the sun? 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 Thank you.
Where's Beth? Welcome to the club. Where's Beth has 2 full band shows coming up April 29th at the Sunset Tavern and May 21st at Rabbit Box Theater. And if you want to remember where you can go look that up again, we keep our digital program at bit.ly/devil-pgm, short for program, or the QR code behind me, those of you in the room. And since I'm a sucker for a slide with a QR code on it, now's also a good time to mention that Amy Zoe creates an original crossword puzzle for every show in our Mainstage season. So if you are a crossword puzzle doer like I am a twice rejected submitter to the New York Times as a crossword constructor. Will Shorts emailed me personally from whatever his AOL address was. It was fantastic. That alone was worth it. Anyway, if you're like me, you can point your phone at that QR code or go to bit.ly/devil-crossword. And you can go to her constructor page and look at years of archives of Bushwick crosswords. They're a lot of fun. But you're not here for crosswords. You're here for songs. And I'll bet our next performer has one. Is that correct?
Yes, it's correct.
Very glad to hear it. Oh, somebody went after it last night.
Oh, man. Let's see how this goes.
Multi-instrumentalist, songwriter, and band leader Chris Poage previously led the folk rock band Mountains and Tunnels and now fronts Panda Conspiracy, a band known for making people dance and occasionally question reality. When not building grooves or crafting songs, Chris is probably tuning something, fixing something, or booking another West Coast tour, which conveniently Panda Conspiracy is doing this summer. Chris has joined us in the past for original music inspired by Dune, Blood Meridian, Bonk, Sherlock Holmes, Isaac Asimov's Foundation series, and lots more. Chris Poage.
Thank you so much. Actually, so I was so fortunate and lucky to play at a mountain party last night, and I was playing my song from Sherlock Holmes on the accordion and screaming and stomping, and it was a wild occasion, and it felt like a good time to throw your voice out last night. And then when I woke up this morning, I thought, maybe I should have saved it just a little bit more. But nonetheless, my name's Chris. I'm a 6'5" tall white dude from Bothell. And I think actually my background, I have facial hair and a grandpa hat from my grandpa. I think actually my perspective of where I grew up and how I grew up and who I am made me want to read this story, just because I'm always kind of trying to, recognize my privilege and put it into perspective and see, hey, look at the struggle other people go through. When you're struggling as a middle-aged white dude from Bothell, it's not the same struggle that someone trying to cross the border in Yuma is dealing with. And so it was a kind of interesting challenge to me, because that's a challenging song to write in my mind, because it's not my perspective. But we'll see. The roof is thin, and rain gets in cold. The shack won't last, the wind comes in fast. The orange gold in Florida, pick a bend and send it back. One more step, cross the line, gone. You're the one I'm walking for. Boots sinking, sand like skin burns. The sky is wide and not a cloud turns. Lizards dart and cactus bleed, and jeep tracks and broken rocks. The sun stands still and you can't go back on. Maria, you're the one I'm walking for. Maria, me gusta, Maria, mi amor. The tongue is dry like dust, it won't just breathe. The boy won't cry and he only sighs death. Water gone and my legs betray. The coyote says just one more day. No way out, no turning back, perdido. Todo por ti, Maria. Todo dolor, cada dia. See your face in the burning sky. Mi hijo, mi sangre keeps me alive. Maria, quiero Maria, mi amor. Oh, Maria, you're the one I'm walking for. Maria. Thank you.
It's Chris Poage. Catch Chris Fremont Solstice at Hidden Hall, June 21st, and Finn River Cidery, July 5th. You haven't been out to Finn River. That's a fun day trip. We have 2 more songs, and that means a number of things. And one of those is that if you want to check your bid on that signed poster, now is a pretty good time to do that. Make sure the numbers go in the appropriate direction, and make sure you put yourself in good position to head home with that. To let you know a couple more things that your contribution from something like that silent auction item or a membership would support. We have an education program too that this nonprofit runs. Style, songwriting through youth literature education, because everything in education happens in acronym. We go into classrooms and libraries. We take books that students are already reading. We work with them on storytelling exercises, empower them to tell their stories. There's a West African dance program we're running, and we have an indigenous storytelling program we're running with Sandra Segundo. And it's something we're very proud of. And there's lots of really nice pictures, very intentionally not including students' faces who didn't sign the release. There's all sorts of things we have to do, and someone's got to pay for it. We have other partnership activities as well. We partner with Jack Straw Cultural Center. We just finished 12 video episodes of original songs inspired by the 2024 Jack Straw writers. We partner with Seattle Arts and Lectures. We just celebrated 10 years of partnership with them. We did original music inspired by the authors who come for their poetry series. We just did first-time partner events with Whatcom Reads. We went up and played in front of 1,000 people at the Mount Baker Theater. That was a lot of fun. And Bainbridge Island Museum of Art, if you've never been out and seen their artist book collection, very specific arty books, some very limited editions. It's really cool, and we just got a chance to do original music inspired by that as well. And we got 2 more shows in our main stage season this year too. We're going to keep doing it if you're going to keep coming. That's the deal that we have for you. So thank you so much for your support, and let's welcome another first-time performer. Karen Laura Peters is a cellist and indie singer-songwriter whose music is genuine, honest, and sensual. She is a storyteller and experience creator who invites audiences into connection and feeling. Both.
That's right.
Nice. Karen performs often as a solo artist and as a singing cellist with other musicians. She is the co-founder of Momentum Musician, an organization that helps musicians feel inspired, connected, and empowered on their music journey. Karen Laura Peters.
Thank you so much. I have my mic is rotating. Could you cut the cello for a second? Thank you. Yeah, I'm so happy to be here. What an amazing thing. I was a literature major and a cello major in college, which was a while ago now, but I can't believe I've been missing out on Bushwick Book Club for so long because this is like my dream space. And yeah, reading this book, I think someone else who was playing before said that it was kind of a hard book to get through. I'm usually like a one to 2 day. I just like whiz through books, and this book took me a long time to get through. It's heavy and it's hard to read. It's hard to read hard things, you know, but then it's like also like these things happen to people, and that's important to be a part of. So when I was reading the book, something that really stuck with me is the way that the author chose to portray all these different parties in the book, right? We have the migrants, we have the Border Patrol, we have all these different people involved in the situation. And I felt like he was a little bit hard on everybody, but he also showed the humanity of everyone. And I was thinking about like this idea of like every side has a story, right? You look at our world right now and like every side of different things has a story that is like believed to be like right. But who are the people that have the most to lose? So that's what inspired this song. On the devil's highway, there's a sinking feeling, mountains and footsteps, brothers and empty promises. Under the eyes of God, the devil's highway runs, and you might have to die for anyone to recognize you're alive. Every side has a story, but who has the most to lose? We could wait for the ending and find we never knew the truth. On the devil's highway, there are those who are walking, those who pocket money, those who protect sovereignty, those who watch the headlines, those who send supplies. Still you might have to die for anyone to recognize you're alive. Every side has a story, but who has the most to lose? Ooh, we could wait for the ending and find we never knew the truth. Every side has a story, but who has the most to lose? Ooh, we could wait for the ending and find we never knew the truth. We and find we never knew the truth. We could wait for the ending and find we never knew the truth. Thank you.
Karen Laura Peters. Welcome to the club. Momentum Musician has 2 events in Tacoma next week. April 16th, a masterclass on the psychology of believing in yourself with a licensed therapist. And April 17th, a musician's mixer event where you can meet potential music collaborators and share about your work. We have one more song, and before we do that, we have some people to thank. Can we get a hand for Nick Draws running sound? Front of house sound from the back of the room. Nick will be one of the performers next month on this very stage for original music inspired by Stamped, Racism, Anti-Racism, and You on May 10th. Dylan Randolph is our live stream tech. Put some thumbs and hearts in the chat, you at home or out in the world viewers. Our season graphic design comes courtesy of Barbie Statman. The Bushwick Book Club Seattle theme song written and performed by Julia Massey. The band book season theme song written and performed by the Half Brothers. The Bushwick Book Club premise comes courtesy of Susan Wong. Volunteers tonight, Alicia and Mike couldn't do it without you. The Bushwick production team, Jeff Larson, Carrie Garvin, Drea Marilyn, Emily Persia, Wes Weddell. Kevin O is our photographer. Can we get a special round of applause for Kevin? Every time I send out the link to his photos to the musicians after the show, I get the response from multiple people like, he just did that and let us have it? The value is extraordinary, Kevin. Thank you for coming all season long and does great work. Check him out, Kevin O. Jason's been at the bar and taking care of us here at Hugo House, and we want to give a special nod to Executive Director Pepe Montero as well. Yeah. And let's bring up Vince Martinez. No, let's not. Yeah, no, let's announce a winner. It's hard to follow a winner, Vince, but if anybody's up for it, I bet it's you. What you got, Emily?
All right, our wonderful winner of the beautiful poster for the Devil's Highway goes to Susan Howell. Thank you, Susan, for your generous donation to the Bushwick Book Club. We'll get this to you after the show. Thank you.
Let's bring up Vince Martinez. Originally from Santa Fe, New Mexico, Americana singer-songwriter Vince Martinez is known for his honest, straightforward music. He is a founding member of the Bushwick Book Club Seattle and currently serves on the organization's board of directors. Fun fact, Vince just arrived back to Seattle today from Dresden, Germany, where he was participating in the Global Alliance for Buildings and Construction Annual Assembly. That's a mouthful. Which, do you know how to say that in German?
We call it Global ABC.
Oh, that's cute. It's like style. Which is under the Secretariat of the UN Environment Program. He has joined us in the past for original music inspired by Watchmen, Lonesome Dove, A People's History of the United States, The Time Machine, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, Silent Spring, The Shining, and many, many others. Vince Martinez.
Thank you, Wes. Thanks to the Bushwick Book Club. Yeah, I just got back from Dresden, Germany, and then I was in Amsterdam visiting my wife's family, and sort of got some thematic actually elements here. I grew up in New Mexico, as you heard, which was once Mexico, which was once indigenous land. And I was in Dresden, and that was firebombed out from the war, and how many Jews had to flee Germany, and all the changing and shifting of people and why they have to leave and what they deal with to escape and have to make a better life for themselves and where they consider home, and sometimes they never get to go home. So this song was inspired quite a bit by the fact that we crossing to another side, and that they're crossing the ultimate side of from life to death. But also how complex the stories are about why people leave and why people come and where people go. And sometimes you think they're given an impression about why they're coming here, and it's not always the same thing as what people think. So there's a bit of that in there too. So this is called "It's Not an American Dream." I died far from my home, far from anything I'd known. And I didn't have tears to cry. My eyes were dry. Is this what it looks like on the other side? Why did I leave? It's not what you believe. It's not all about me. It's not an American dream. They smiled, said I should go. Funds for my family, back home. But our guy left us to fry. He lied and lied about what it looked like on the other side. Why did I leave? Thank you all.
Vince Martinez.
Please keep that going. For everyone, we heard new songs from tonight. The Go Kings, Mark Ippolito, Carl Christensen, Naomi, Adele Smith, Aline Wes, Where's Beth, Chris Poage, Karen Laura Peters, Vince Martinez, 3 first-timers. Tonight, we had 2 more shows in our 2024-25 band book season. We'll be right back here on May 10th, original music inspired by Stamped Racism, Anti-Racism, and You. And then we will finish the season on June 14th at Town Hall with a double bill, trying something out. Original music inspired by genderqueer and sex is a funny word. We will be announcing the 2025-2026 season at that June event. Thanks for coming. Take care, be kind.
Ages, right here at the Bushwick Book Club. Don't burn books, burn your iPad instead. Throw some Kindles on the fire till it's all just twisted melting wire. Don't burn books, burn your iPad instead. Throw some Kindles on the fire till it's all just twisted melting wire. It's not uncommon to catch myself having stared at my laptop all day long, and I think, why don't I read a book or go outside?